It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road.
And there is no team who wants to take on this group right now. They've been playing terrific ball during this win streak.
Boy, they certainly look comfortable out there, and they're also having fun. There is incredible team chemistry right now.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Chris Middleton, three-pointer.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is what Middleton does, hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Now Middleton, after the missed three from Reggie Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Middleton. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
LA basketball.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Jackson. He had 27 points last game. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots.
Well, Matthews takes tremendous pride in his defense, always wants to shut his man down.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
That's his first
foul.
First team foul.
Outside Portis. Castellanos. Back to Portis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Ball to Milwaukee.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. And as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
It's deflected.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
And you know, the other thing they've done really well tonight is stay active defensively. Lots of steals, and that's making a huge difference.
And here's Giannis. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go.
Three-pointer.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Clippers take it.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Substitution.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Mann. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Pass to Hartenstein. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the forward on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg, fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers. Everything you want from a role player. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brook Lopez.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Drew Holiday.
Boy, love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
Pass to Powell. Here's Hartenstein. Lopez covering. Here's Powell. Right wing. Here's Mann. Lopez with the steal. The finish. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back shortly.
All right. Look who's coming onto the court.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And here's Jackson following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Leonard looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Basketball.
2 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Blocked again. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Down low. Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Pass to Portis. Lets it go from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And Zubac picks up the foul.
Fourth team.
That is his first foul of the game.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks leading by 5. There's Portis. Off target from three-point range. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Giannis outside. And you look, Doris, at the trouble so many teams have defensively. It's becoming harder and harder to get stops in this league.
Kevin, there is no doubt that we must redefine what is considered quality defense. Guys are such range shooters now, so highly skilled from the moment they step across half court. It is almost impossible to cover every part of the floor, especially against a team that really moves it. The only thing you can do is give incredible effort and stay tied together on a string.
Wesley Matthews. Your Clippers Spirit. Give them a hand there. That's your Clippers Spirit dance team.
.152 left from the first half of basketball. Leonard inside. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Taken away by Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Can they get it?
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Took him no time at all on that one. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now, here is George. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Portis can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Inside. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
The 9-foot shot. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. He gets it up. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the... And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. Outside, George. Shoots over Matthews. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now here is Holiday. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Your Clippers. Substitution on the court.
Matthews scanning the floor. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And a terrific offensive display here from Giannis, just reminding us of how dominant he can be.
Now here's Covington. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. There's a screen by Covington. Hartenstein. And again, no good by the Clippers. Outside Hill. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
George Hill at the foul line for 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And
Greg, Giannis is such a handful on the offensive end. You know, teams have no choice but to foul him.
And it is hard because Giannis knows how to create contact, and refs have started to give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll be getting double-digit free throw attempts for a long time.
That's his first personal foul.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Covington sends it back. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
On the wing, Holiday. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Back to Middleton.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock.
Out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo.
We know that Robert Covington made his way into the NBA as a rotation player with this defense. Wow, is he good at using that length and quickness.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Boy, sloppy play, a supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers for him now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Here's Leonard. He's got 8. Pass to Hartenstein. Takes it out to Covington. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kawhi Leonard so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is George. And here's Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D, he's got both.
Outside Leonard. And he gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit. Give them a hand, fans. That's your Clippers Spirit dance team.
Here's Covington. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks.
Coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bucks leading by 5. Doesn't go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Powell, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
This guy is always shot ready. Norman Powell's instincts as a scorer are exceptional.
Here's Giannis. Banked in off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Powell. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Mann. Wide open look here for Zubac. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
Drew Holiday.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Outside Portis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Free throw, good, Portis. Clippers trail by 11. There's the screen. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Bucks leading by 8. Giannis outside. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mann. A three-pointer off the mark.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And here's Matthews from the arc. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Nifty move. Leonard attacking. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Middleton can't get it to go. And Leonard has it in the corner. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.